Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be walking you through our favorite 5 softwares that we use to book appointments for our agency. They're also the same tools and softwares that all of our clients use in their business as well. And hopefully sharing this information is going to shortcut your journey to success when it comes to outreach. If you don't know who I am, my name is Laurence, and I have built and grown 2 different agencies, Laurence Marketing and Hey You. Hey You is where we take agencies and we help them get more appointments into their calendars. Jumping straight in, our very first software that we like to use is Zoho Mail. So the reason we use Zoho Mail is because it's a lot more cost effective. When we're building outreach systems, we need to have a lot of email addresses at our disposal. One problem and one mistake that we see a lot of people making is they don't create enough email addresses. We want enough email addresses to send emails, but we also want a bunch in reserve. So in case some of these drop out, some of these emails that we're using, they stop working, we can just very quickly replace them with brand new shiny emails that haven't been used before. So we want to have a surplus of email addresses, and Zoho Mail is one of the most cost effective. I think it's $12 a year per email address, so $1 a month, compared to Gmail, which I think is like $5 a month per email address. Not a huge difference, but when you multiply that over 100, 200, 300 email addresses, it can add up quite a lot. So that is our first software that we recommend. So once you've got your email set up, next thing you're going to need is a bunch of prospects to reach out to. This isn't a one-size-fits-all, but it is a one-size-fits-many, and that is Apollo.io. And that's where we go to source our prospects, and it's where the majority of our clients, not all, but the majority of our clients source their prospects from as well. The reason we use Apollo is because of their search filtering capabilities. So we're able to dig down into not only industry and job titles, but size of business, number of employees, revenue, certain keywords. They even have a tool, which is pretty cool, which is where you can target people that are most likely to want your services based on their previous search history. So Apollo is what we use. There are other tools out there like Seamless, Zoom Info, and depending on your industry, there's some more kind of targeted prospect building softwares out there as well. But what we use and what 90% of our clients use is Apollo. It's about $99 a month and worth its weight in gold. So number 3 is a software called Instantly. So by now we have got our email addresses, we have got our prospects, but we need to be able to send these emails. So that's where Instantly comes in. We used to use a software called Lemlist, but the difference between Lemlist and Instantly in a lot of different email sending softwares is most email sending softwares charge per email address that you send from. So let's say, for example, you've built out this huge campaign and you've got 50 email addresses. Let's say you use Lemlist at $50 a month. That's $50 for every single email address that you use. So it can really add up quite quickly. Instantly, you pay one monthly fee for, I believe it's unlimited email addresses inside that account. It's basically $100 a month for unlimited email addresses. It's relatively user-friendly, but maybe not quite as advanced as Lemlist. It more than makes up for it in its cost, but it does the job just as well. It's just maybe not quite as user-friendly. So that is what we use. We use Instantly to send out our campaigns. They have a feature inside Instantly as well where you're able to respond to emails that come back from your campaigns. So you're able to respond to those inside Instantly. You don't have to go in and either create a second software that allows you to manage multiple inboxes. We don't have to log into every single inbox. You can just manage it all from inside Instantly, which is great and saves a lot of time. So we have VAs go in there and manage that entire inbox, and which can get pretty busy when you're sending out as many emails as we do and our clients do. So that's a great feature that saves a lot of time with Instantly. By now, we've got ourselves Zoho to build the email addresses. We have got Apollo to source the leads, and we've got Instantly to send out emails. 4th software that we use, and we use a lot, and it works very well for us, is Loom. So Loom is how you're able to create personalized videos. Basically, at the click of a button, you haven't got to set up a camera like I've got here. You can do it all from your desktop, and it will screen record, it will record yourself, it will do basically whatever you want, a myriad of either of those. And it's how you're able to really skyrocket your outreach success, and doing that through personalization. So the more personalized your outreach will be, the better the results you're going to get. But of course, there is a trade-off there in terms of volume, because the more personalized it's going to be, the less volume you're going to be able to kind of get out each day. So you've got to kind of take that sliding scale and figure out whereabouts on that line that you want to do your outreach. Is it going to be super personalized with low volume? Is it going to be zero personalization with lots of volume? Or is it going to be somewhere in between? And that's somewhere in between. If you want to do some form of personalization, Loom is a great software to use to do that. I'm sure most people here are familiar with Loom, and that is a tool that we use every single day in our agency and in our clients' agencies as well. And then the fifth and final software is Calendly. Very kind of, again, well-known, simple, straightforward, but it gives you an awful lot of data in the analytics side as well, which helps with the growth of the business. One thing that we see happen, and a mistake that we see happen a lot in outreach, is people don't make it very clear what they're wanting their prospects to do. We don't want them to reply to the email. We don't want them to go onto your LinkedIn. We don't want them to check out, this blog that you wrote 3 months ago that's sitting on your website. We want them to take action right now and schedule in a call. And that's why we use Calendly. Extremely easy to use. And we also use a couple of features inside Calendly that we strongly recommend, and we make all of our clients do as well. And that is some qualification questions when they're booking their appointment. So we ask some qualification questions to make sure that the prospects that we're speaking to are the right fit. And then we also utilize their follow-up systems as well. So sending out SMS reminders to prospects, sending out email reminders, and just making sure that we're utilizing all of Calendly's in-house kind of capabilities to reach out to prospects to make sure that our show-up rate is as high as humanly possible. Our show-up rate and our client show-up rate is kind of north of 85%, and it's because of a few things, and Calendly is definitely one of those contributing factors. So there you have it. There's our 5 softwares to help you with your outreach. Just to recap, we have Zoho, we have Apollo, we have Instantly, we have Loom, and we have Calendly. If you're wanting to improve your outreach, to get more appointments on your calendar, then the first link in the description will take you to a video. Watch that quick video, schedule in a call with our team, and we'll explain exactly how we can help put more appointments onto your calendar. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.